Paul. Here we are, pitch side. You're in League Two. You were relegated from League Two last year, but you bounced back at the first time of asking. No team has done that in 26 years. How did you do it?
Yeah, it was a massive challenge for us. We launched our bounce back campaign, aware that no other club had done it for a long time, and that it was a huge challenge. But the pressure for us to do it was so significant, we had to give it everything we had, because if we hadn't done it, we would have gone part-time the following season. Such was the financial implications. And we did it through good recruitment, essentially. We got our manager in place early. That sent out the right message to the fans that we were serious about getting back, that we'd recruited a top manager. And once we got that in place, season tickets went really well on the back of the appointment. And then, of course, he started recruiting a completely new squad of players. Each player was interviewed individually. He wasn't just looking for people with skill, he was looking for characters and personalities. Because I think if you get characters and personalities, you can work on the skill and everything else. If people have got skill but no personality, that's a tough one. They all blended together. He got every appointment right. Someone was looking down at him, and the rest is history, as I say.
And after that, what would you say you learned from those experiences of both being successful, from being promoted, and also from those relegation battles?
Yeah, I mean, we say in life, learn from your experiences, because we're all going to make mistakes in life, and I've made a fair few in my life, but as long as you learn from them and don't make them again, that's the crucial thing. And I think for me, the most important thing with any business is recruitment. And I keep going back to this because it is about people. It's people that sell your business, it's people that deliver your services, your products, etc. If you get your people right, you've got half a chance. Passion to me is really important. I'm passionate about everything I do, and I want the people that work with me to be passionate as well.
You're the chairman of the football club, you're a local councillor, you run your own business. Where do you get time to do all of those? How do you keep your sanity?
My children are all grown up now and doing their own things. I'm divorced, so I have a lot of time there. But I also have a lot of energy and a lot of passion, and everything that I do, the three things that I love: my football, my politics and my business. And I think as long as you are enjoying what you do and you have a passion for what you do, you will find the time to do those things.
Football clubs, like all football clubs, have really trouble raising funds. What are your particular challenges when it comes to investment?
But when you ask people in Cheltenham what's important about the town, football is very low on that agenda. You go to Gloucester, rugby is very high. So it has always been difficult for us to establish ourselves as one of the top entertainment events in Cheltenham, if you like. So it's been tough getting our crowds up to decent levels. And if you can get your crowds up by 200 or 300, it can make such a big difference on your turnover. So that is one big challenge, raising the profile of the club. The second thing is to try and improve our facilities and our matchday experience, and look at our pricing to make sure that we're innovative and that we're competitive, because our competition isn't football, it's not rugby, but it's people going to the cinema and doing other things with their free time and their money. So we've got to make sure that the matchday experience here is spot on. In terms of getting investors, we've been lucky. We've had one or two come forward and invest in the club. We've got some great sponsors all around the ground. The football ground gives them a huge opportunity for brand awareness and profile, and some companies, new companies, and just coming into the town will be looking to do things like that. Myra, our main sponsors, they're big into supporting the local community. Gone are the days where businesses will just write you out a cheque. They are expecting some sort of value in return for that investment, and we try and give that value. Obviously, matchday hospitality is big. It's an opportunity to thank your employees, thank your partners, bring along your customers. That is a really good atmosphere to do that here. The food here is fantastic. But apart from that, I think it's just getting involved in your local team. We are the only Football League club in Gloucestershire, and that's a fact. And it's a really great opportunity for all businesses, not just in Cheltenham, but in Gloucestershire, to support their local football team.
Well, what are the challenges of keeping a football team in a league like League Two or League One?
I think the first challenge we have is that we're a very public business. Everyone wants to know what's going on at Cheltenham Town Football Club, not just the fans, but the media are all over us. And so that is a big challenge, to manage fans' expectations, and B, to try and give out positive news and positive information all the time. And that can be very difficult when the club is in the doldrums, because nobody wants to get involved with a club which is in the doldrums. But of course, all clubs will occasionally be in the doldrums. So that is a big challenge, managing that public persona, if you like. I think secondly, we always know what our expenditure is going to be in terms of our playing budget, but we never know what our income is going to be, because you can only budget on an expectation of crowds, an expectation of cup progress. So often your revenue can be completely different to what you hoped it might be. And then the other thing is your major asset is your players. You get 2 or 3 players injured, out for a season, as has been the case, you're still going to pay their wages for that whole season. And then bring in other players that you didn't budget for to take their place. So there's lots of challenges in terms of that. And then of course we've then got to rely on the local community to support us in terms of commercially. We try and raise £300,000 or £400,000 a year on our commercial budget, and that's quite a challenge. We've got 1 person in our commercial department. So you can see it's a very challenging business. We try and keep our costs to a minimum. We run on a shoestring, if I'm honest. But I think we've done a pretty good job. We've kept the football club going now for many, many years. We haven't got debt. Big problem, I imagine most businesses have an overdraft. We cannot get an overdraft. No bank will give a football club an overdraft.
What are the challenges looking ahead? What are the challenges on and off the pitch for this football club in this year back in League Two, and also the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, where do you want to be? I mean, I'm not sure I want to be chairman still. I've been doing chairman for 21 years now, and it's time for somebody else to come in. But I'm still enjoying it, and so therefore, I'm carrying on for now. I want to see this old stand here knocked down. I want to see a new fit-for-purpose stand built with an extra floor, which will allow us to rent out that space to a commercial business for office or creche or whatever it might be. I'd like to see an opportunity to redevelop the corner of the ground with some student accommodation or something like that. We need to build this stand. We need to have some big commercial partners on board to help us do that. We're working with the council now to try and get a new access onto the Presbytery Road to do a bit of a land swap to enable that to happen. So that's all really exciting. I know the council is keen also to see us make better use of our facilities. It's a football ground for 24, 25 days of the year. There's much more we can do, and I think with support from local business and the council, we can make this a much better facility. We've done an awful lot as a club without asking the council for help, and I'm not asking for the council to help. I just want the council and local business to get on board and be a party to what we do here and get excited in the project.